Okay. So cat was misbehaving, so I finally let him in. It's raining again. She's scared of the rain, but she has nowhere to go. I am using the Rode Wireless Go mic. And I'm looking for a voice, and I don't know if it's working. So let me find out. Okay, I'm trying this again. I don't see a voice. Cat just came out and he's, oh, it's raining. I'm not going out there. He's been out here all day and he's had enough. Anyway, you can see how everything is wet, 50 millimeter. And I don't know if my voice is recording. So let me turn this off and see what happens. Okay, it's working. I got it at 1080-30. Okay. This is with the kind of like the 50 millimeter equivalent. I hear a bird or a rabbit or something screaming in the backyard. The thunder. See, now you can start seeing the clouds. So this is the V3, Nikon 1 V3 without the viewfinder, okay? I got the Rode Wireless Go mic in here. And every time I turn it off, turn it on, you know, if I change the settings, it creates a new folder and then I have to use that folder for each thing. That's what this is doing. But the VR is on, it looks stable. And I can't do a selfie, but you can record for up to 10 minutes. Well, on this one, I can go up to 18 minutes and 40 seconds at 1080-30. Okay? Where the other one had a time limit with the J5, this can do video a lot better and a lot longer. So 1080-60 is 10 minutes. 1080-30 is 20 minutes. Unless it gets hot. So anyway, let me finish it. And when I turn off the recording, it takes a picture. That's what's fooling me, is I'm not used to that. Okay, doing a new setup, folks. So, I have a dummy battery with this camera right here. It's on this beautiful tripod. It has a grip, so that came with the camera, and the 18.5 millimeter came with the camera also, but it was in two separate boxes. So two shipments, they were both delayed in customs, and that's the problem of waiting for stuff overseas. It has to go to customs, they have to look at it and okay, send it on. So anyway, it took about a week. So they got one in Japan that they check out, and then when it gets to Memphis, they checks it out again with FedEx or whatever. So, but let me take this thing off and show you my setup. Showed you a little bit on the video. Okay. This is a battery pack for cell phones. It's running this. So you never have to change out batteries, folks. Just recharge this. I did have a problem. I put in the EVF, which I'll show you right now. So the EVF fits on the hot shoe. This little thing right here Let me go to this camera. Okay, this is my SL2S. It's a little out of focus. Now let me fix that. Yeah, the other way. Still not good, right? Yeah, that's better. Okay. This little bitty thing, EVF, fits on the hot shoe right here. Got to get it. Just take it off and you put it on. Now there's a little connection right here. Now, on the J5, and I'm going to bring this back. Okay. With the flippy screen or the tilt screen, it's supposed to go all the way up. This doesn't. This is as far as it goes. Okay. Because there's controls on the screen. Whereas on the J5, it's a smaller screen, but the controls are on the side. Okay. So the reason why it's not going up probably is because if it did, it would be hitting the controls. Now, with the EVF, there's two little buttons where I can detach this from the hot shoe. And then, of course, it has the little thing where you can either have the LCD on or that on or both on. Okay. There's a little sensor right here. And when you put your eye, it's supposed to go. What I've been finding to do is if I was doing that, I turn off the LCD. Because when I was touching the screen, it changed some settings. That's what was giving me some trouble. Now, the other problem, okay, this is just an extra grip right here to hold it. It's real nice. It extends it, so as you can see, don't look at that, but you know, it fits pretty much. Very light, just like the J5, okay? This is a better camera for shooting photography. And video, it'll do 1080-30, but the VR is on, but on 1080-60 it doesn't. The J5 solves that, but it runs, less time too, okay? So this is good on video also. You saw how clear it was with the VR at 1080-30. I had no problems, okay? I would use this for your wildlife and stuff. So I got some great lenses to go with this. On the slideshow, if you watched it, I got a couple of shots of birds, where I just pointed the camera, followed it, clicked it, and I got it. I was just pointing in the same area, a certain area. And I think I was using the 32 1.2, which is like an 84, 86, something like that with the 2.7 crop. But good camera. I had some problems with the EVF because it does slow it down. And when I had this on with the battery in, it wouldn't turn off. Or I couldn't stop the recording or anything. I was looking to see if I had hit any settings, which I probably did. So what I did was, in order to stop it, I had to remove the grip and then take out the battery, and then it turned off. Okay? Now, basically, you can turn it on and off here. There are certain lenses that on the zoom where when you turn it, it'll turn it on. But then when you put it back to the lock position, it doesn't turn off the camera. You have to do it manually like this. So this is in focus screen, but I'm going to turn it on now. 1.8, 50 millimeter, okay? And you can see me, but I'm probably not in focus, okay? There we go. But anyway, good. It's good with the tilty screen, so you can do different things. You can't go left and right, all right? I'm still looking at it. I did do some raw files, I think, but I had to slow down to 1080-30 with the video, even if I was in the camera mode. Something was going on. But I finally got into the raw files, and then you do raw, JPEG, whatever. It's a micro SD card, okay? Now, I'm going to turn it off by the handle. They got some neat features on here. You know, they have the auto, the program, the aperture, shutter, manual. It all works great, okay? On the creative, you get a little circle. So you turn the circle, you can go to black and white, and then you just increase the saturation as you go all the way to the top. Okay, and then it becomes neutral again. So that's kind of neat also. There's a microphone port on this side. Okay, so the Rode Wireless Go mics worked. I put it on. It wouldn't fit on the hot shoe, so I just left it dingling. Okay, and then the microphone here. So everything worked fine. Okay. The only other thing is the grip adds another function. So there's two function keys on here, which you can program. They add a third function. And then, of course, they got their, yeah, that's the only thing they added. If I take off this for the tripod, I'll take it apart. Okay. So it's just an extension. There's the bottom of the camera. This is the extension. But there's a little circular thing. You just, you know, it's just like your battery thing. Okay. And just do this. Come on. Now, there's a little, there we go, attachment at the bottom, which is kind of like a serial port or something. So what it is a connection with the buttons. And let me increase this again so you get a better view. Okay. So, come on. So I have a button there. I've got a function key here. This is what I was talking about right there. Okay. But it is substantial. This goes into where the tripod mount is. This is a locking mechanism so that it can screw in. Let me show you the camera. So I already showed you the side. Okay, right back here. Let me get back here. Okay, now everything's clear. Also, there's a flash. And yeah, there we go. So you see, there's a flash. And what I'm going to do is go to this one. I'm tired of trying to show you some things real close, and it's not working out. It's better to just do it here. That way I just face this camera, okay? So there's the flash. You can lift it up too. That's a little, just have it reflected off the ceiling. I haven't messed with it too much. It does work. On the other side, so you see most of these cameras with the battery, and I got a dummy battery which has a little slot where the wire comes out. Very convenient. Someone thought about this, okay? So this is a great camera. I know they kind of discontinued this because of the DSLRs, but when everybody started jumping on the bandwagon for the mirrorless, they decided to, and then they brought that back. But with the APS-C, and then the full frame mirrorless cameras. Okay, but this was their first try, and they stopped it in 2018. They discontinued it, but then they came out with the Z5, the Z6, the Z7. So this was just a stopgap for mirrorless. This is a 1-inch sensor, or it might be smaller. I don't know. It's funny how they have these sensors, but anyway, battery compartment, that's it. Nothing else, okay? But if I go on this side, and if I can open it, let's see how to do that. Yeah, like this, okay. So, you got a micro HDMI on top, a USB micro, I guess for transfer files. It won't charge the battery in the camera, okay? I don't think it will. And then, of course, it has the micro SD card, all right? So anyhow, with this laptop and this setup I'm going to use with the live stream on Saturday night, we'll be talking about the Z6 III, but that's till Saturday night. This came with the dummy battery, okay? So if I'm charging the power bank, I can still plug this in the wall and use it. Probably use a extension cord just to walk around, okay? So there's many tricks to the trade. I can turn it on. I don't know if I do this. Yeah, the screen turn. And you can see a little bit of the screen, and it's bright. Okay, it's set on 0, and as I look into it, it's very bright. I can read everything on there. It says 1080. It's in program mode, HD. You know, it's at f1.8, 1/60th of the shutter speed. ISO's on auto 2500. I got it set for auto ISO to 6400. It gets kind of noisy up there. I think the J5 does a better job. But for outside, and this is 20 minutes on 1080/30, it has 720 mode, so you'll get much longer. All right. This has not overheated on me like the other one, the J5. I've been running at 1080/60 with the VR on, all right? So the VR only works on this in 1080/30. I haven't tried the 720 because why go? I mean, try to go to the best resolution. So the 1080/30 looks smooth. I really liked it. Small camera, folks, like the size of your hand, okay? You can almost fit it in your pocket. I do have one more coming besides the batteries. Is my 10 millimeter, and that's being held up at customs too, okay? But it's just a 10 millimeter pancake 2.8, and I'll probably put that on there also. So you put the pancake on here, and then you just change the lenses out for your street photography with a battery pack. You can go all day. I got a 256 gig storage. I can put a terabyte in here like on the J5. It'll be fine. Okay. LCD screen is good. It's bigger than the other one, and it's pretty sharp. The only difference is a little focusing problem here and there, but I was using the EVF. So, you know, I was having problems with the EVF. It slows down the process, okay? So that's why I just took it off, and I just used the LCD screen, and everything was fine. You know, in fact, when I got those two birds, I was going like this, and then went like that. It captured both birds, you know. Now, this part, the shoe cover, goes on top. The electronics are underneath, okay? So when you put in the thing or any other device, it goes on the top part. It doesn't go on the bottom. I could not get Rode Wireless Go to put in there, so I just left it dangling, okay? No problem. I had a little thing that hooked up to the tripod, as I was walking around. And you can hear the rain, it's raining again, hard. So it's been doing like that for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then it stops for an hour, and then it rains again. So it's been doing that all day, which is great. I don't have to mow the grass until it dries out. So anyway, it's just a quick setup. Wonderful camera. I'm glad I got it. Okay, I love gadgets. I love playing with these things. And they're a talking piece. You can bring this to your family and then show off this. What are you doing now? What is that? And then they try it. Oh man, this is cool. All right. So good discussion of what you can do. I will go into the dials and the menus and stuff in another video. This is just kind of like an unboxing when it's actually not an unboxing. Didn't come in any boxes, just it was used. So apparently, if it's brand new, it's in the original boxing. But when you buy things used, it's never being put back in the original boxing. Only if it's mint or if it was an open box or, oh, I don't want this, okay. But I've had that situations also, is where sometimes you get the box, sometimes you don't. But no scratches. It looks brand new. The number is like 104 now. So it was brand, but it wasn't in a box. So what a lot of people do is I always save the boxes, okay? I know it takes up space, but if you ever decide to resell it, with the paperwork and stuff, and you put it back in the box, it makes it look more worthy. And then if you keep it in mint condition. So anyway, the next video I'll go to the menus. I'll show off my case where I have all the cameras and stuff in there and how I set up for a shoot. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.